Hey guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. Yes, I'm doing another live stream tonight. It's just on 6:30 p.m. on the dot. How good is that timing? Absolutely incredible. Just wait for a few people to join the live stream. There is a lot of news to go through today. Literally a lot. We're going to go through so much news that's happened in the financial world and, of course, the crypto world. Welcome to the live stream. Make sure that you let me know if you can hear me clearly in the live chat. That would be incredible if you could do that for me. And, of course, let me know where you're watching from around the world. I love doing this and seeing where everybody's watching from. It is currently 6:31 p.m. here on the 19th of June. It's absolutely incredible what's happening in the crypto world at the moment. It's a complete 180 from what was happening last year, put it that way. So we're going to go through quite a bit of news. It has been a big day in the office, had a lot going on with EarnCurve today. So I was just working through that. And the crypto baskets on EarnCurve are working incredibly well. So please let me know if you've registered an account also in the live chat. And of course, I just want to say that the questions you guys have, please make sure you put them into the live chat or in the comments below. Of course, I'll get to those eventually, but there's literally a lot of news to go through, a lot. So there's a couple of you in the chat. I'm not sure why the live chat is not available at the moment, guys. I do apologize about that. It says it's currently unavailable. I don't know why. But anyway, we'll get to it. I don't know why the live chat is not available. It's very strange. Very, very strange, guys. Anyway, we'll get into it, guys. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you are new, make sure you smash the subscribe button down there and turn on that little bell notification, because as you can see on the screen, I absolutely love documenting my journey with investing with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom, and of course my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come along this incredible journey. Things are getting very interesting in this space. Stream settings, let me just see if I can get the comments actually working on this. I don't know what's going on. It says it's unavailable, but anyway, so I just want to say as always, please be careful out there. It's extremely volatile in this crypto market, and I don't want to see anyone get financially hurt. That is why my number one golden rule is I only invest what I can afford to lose. And yes, we don't like to lose. You can lose money like that in the blink of an eye in crypto. All right. So please be careful and do your own research. This live stream is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I am not entirely sure why I cannot see the comments. Let me just move my screen right here. It's very strange. I can't see everyone's comments. So if you are watching around the world, please let me know in the comments. Let me just have a look here, guys. Closed caption. It's weird. It's really weird. Anyway, it says live chat is currently unavailable. Anyway, let's get on to the news. Thank you to those of you that are joining us now. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, the community tab. And by the way, go get your espressos. This is going to be a long one. This is from President Donald Trump today. We had the Senate just passed an incredible bill that is going to make America the undisputed leader in digital assets. Nobody will do it better. It is pure genius. Digital assets are the future, and our nation is going to own it, which is absolutely incredible. I wish Australia would do the same, but we're always probably 3 or 4 years behind. We are talking about massive investment, big innovation right here. The House will hopefully move lightning fast and pass a clean genius act. Get it on my desk ASAP. No delays, no add-ons. This is American brilliance at its best, and we are going to show the world how to win with digital assets like never before. That is absolutely incredible to see that. And again, it's really bullish to see a pro-crypto president talking so highly about cryptocurrencies, okay? Absolutely incredible. Now, those of you said this was fake, and I really wish I could see the live stream. Actual fact, let me see if I can. I'm wondering if I can see your comments in your chat, guys. I'm really curious about that. Let's have a look now if I can do this. Let me just check 1 second, guys, because I really want to talk to all of you. I think that's important. I'm just going to have a look right now to see if I can see your live chat comments, guys. Sorry about this, by the way. It's very frustrating. Let's have a look. I'm wondering if I can see your comments. I'm going to mute this now. There we go. I can see them here. I don't know why it's not appearing. I can actually see a comment. Sorry, guys. So we've got Tobias here. Thank you. We've got GH. Good morning from Florida. Hope it's good news. Christopher. We've got Eric's XRP family from Ireland right here, loud and clear. That is amazing. Welcome, guys. We've got Christopher from the UK. Canberra, mate. Welcome. We've got Rick from the Netherlands right here. Loud and clear from the UK. Patrick, good morning, mate. Germany, here we go. All right, so I can see your comments now. I don't know what was going on, but I can't see them from the back end of YouTube. It's weird. Anyway, the XRP ETF, as you can see on my screen, did go live last night in Canada. A lot of people were. Let me just pause this right now. It's weird. I don't know what's going on with my YouTube, but this went live last night, and it's really good to see that this actually went live, guys. Giga bullish. 3IQ XRP ETF. There you go. So this is not fake. A lot of people were saying it's fake. It's not fake. It is a one step forward for, I guess, institutions to jump on board with cryptocurrency, which is amazing. And of course, our favorite XRP that is bullish. I did post this up yesterday. Also, I should say, ISO 222 cryptocurrencies. And again, these are like the foundation, I should say, for my crypto assets, okay? And that is, of course, XRP, XLM, XDC, Algorand, IOTA, and Quant. They are essentially the base for my cryptocurrencies, okay? Let me just fix this up right now. So now I can see myself and see the comments. Anyway, so again, I've been investing in these coins for like now 5-6 years plus. It is incredible. And the reason why is because they've got real world utility, okay? Now, coming over to XRP partners, I don't know if anyone actually saw this, but you can see all of the partners for Ripple and XRP, which is absolutely incredible. But look at this. I don't even need to say anything. It's just enormous. But anyway, just thought I'd show you guys. Go join the community tab. Have a look in there as well. Let's get over to CoinMarketCap today, being 6:38 p.m. here in Australia, in Melbourne. And again, we do have a total market cap of $3.26 trillion. Volume has been 109. It is down today. There is a lot going on in the world at the moment, and it's very devastating to see what's happening. We need world peace after, the pandemic side of things. It was horrible to see that. So, oh gosh, very, very annoying. But it's just a crazy world we're all living in at the moment. Market is down $109 billion in trading volume. It needs to get back up above $200 billion in volume for it to start going crazy again. There has been a lot of money coming into ETFs. 18th of June, $409 million in inflows in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Can you believe that? Imagine, just sit for a moment and imagine when the 70x, I guess not XRP, but I wish there was 70, but there's like 20 XRP ETFs come online. Solana ETFs come online. We've got, Dogecoin, we've got AVAX, Chainlink, SUI. There's 70 ETFs waiting for Paul Atkins to approve. Could you imagine what's going to happen here? Like this ETF box you see on your screen is going to be expanded dramatically. I can't wait to see that. I'm just saying, all right? But let's come over to the coins. I'm going to have a sip of coffee because I'm exhausted. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the live stream. Welcome, Greg and Cass, and of course, good evening to Rays. Bitcoin's currently trading at $104,880, and again, it is flatlining between 103 and 100, I guess 9 or 8 or 10. look, it's just annoying. It's frustrating. It's been like this for a while. If you come to the 7 days, it literally is just flat. Look at that. So it did come up a little bit, obviously, here to, back to its, glory at 108,000. But, I mean, we do need to get up. I mean, this year it just went parabolic at one stage. I mean, 111,000 almost. There you go. So it's pretty bullish, guys. We just have to wait it out. 111,000 was its high. And when was this? This was in, let's just have a look right here, 23rd of the 5th, 2025 right now. So we need to wait it out. Coming back to, of course, the coin prices. Ethereum's currently trading at 2,526. We have XRP $2.16. Still incredibly undervalued for what it's doing. BNB 645. Solana's 145. Let's move down. Tron's at 27 cents. Dogecoin at 17 cents. Cardano's at 60 cents. I like Cardano. Let me know in the comments what you think about Cardano. It is part of my banking coin portfolio. We've got SUI at $2.80, which is in the green slightly, which is nice. We've got Chainlink at $13.20. XLM is at 25 cents. Litecoin, $84. Hedera sitting at 14 cents as well. Scrolling down, Polkadot, I do hold some of that, $3.57. Let's keep scrolling down right here. Now, some other gems that I like, of course, are FET, AI, artificial intelligence is incredible. It really is, guys. You can't go past artificial intelligence, right? It's the way of the future. WorldCoin at 93 cents. I don't like the orbs that, I don't like the orbs that Sam Altman's put out for WorldCoin, that you scan your eyeballs to get a digital identity. I'm not really a fan of that. Scrolling down, it's the truth. Algorand's at 16 cents. We have Quant at $100. Flare at 1 cent. Okay, so that's incredibly undervalued in my opinion. Say is another one that I like. I think that's a sleeper as well. And XDC at 5 cents. That's nice to see that. Again, welcome to the live stream, guys. I'm noticing the sentiment in cryptocurrency at the moment is a little bit down. This is the perfect time I like to dollar cost average. Coming over to crypto bubbles today, we do have a bit of green, which is nice. Say is up 6.9%. What else have we got here? Ondo is another one that's working with Ripple. And of course, the US treasuries and the T-bills and all of that and the bonds. It's incredible, 4.4% today. And of course, FET, 3.6%. Let's keep scrolling down here. Quant is down. I'm bullish on that. Still up 31% this year. In actual fact, let's just go to the year because, again, I love doing this. But Cardano is the 56.4% today. I mean, at the year, I should say. XRP's 341%. That is incredible to see that. Litecoin is sitting at 17%. Let's have a look here. Doge is at 39%. Does anyone actually hold Doge? Let's have a look. Your X account has a warning as soon as I opened it. Really? Okay. Well, that's interesting. I have to check that. It's unbelievable. Let's have a look. I'm having a look right here. No, it doesn't have anything on my account. Interesting. Anyway, just make sure you're following the right account, all right? SUI's at 251%, XDC 63%, and the XAUT, which is gold's Tether's gold-backed stablecoin right here at 44.7%. So that's done incredibly well. Very nice. Let me know if you hold any of these assets. Let me know in the live chat. All right. Now, coming over again to EarnCurve, guys. Yes, if you haven't gone to register an account, go do that. Of course, go to earncurveinvest.com. Now, I just want to show you guys so you know what to do. Let's have a look here. Curveinvest.com. There we go. You come over to the landing page, you'll be brought to this page right here. And of course, there's a lot of information on here. If you want to read about my spot crypto exchange, you can register an account and log in. If you've registered, thank you very much. Make sure you submit your KYC documents. A lot of you have been, which is incredible. Thank you. Makes my life a lot easier for the regulators. So make sure you go do that. And of course, if you haven't signed up, you can register there. There's a lot of information here. Yes, it is an official registered exchange here in Australia. It took me a long time to get. Documented literally the whole thing. You can go read all the terms. You can email us here. And of course, if you come over to the exchange, this is your basic dashboard right here. Come over to your wallets. You can see all of your cryptocurrencies in here, which is nice. Now, again, I just want to point out that if you have verified your account, you will get access to the lowest fees literally ever. Okay. And yes, my cleaners arrived on time. every day. He's a legend, but every day at the same time when I'm filming videos. So sorry about the noise. 0.1% maker trading fees, and of course taker trading fees at 0.25, which is the lowest. If you don't KYC, meaning you don't show a proof of address, a passport, a driver's license, or government issued ID, it's still going to be the cheapest at 0.3 for trading, maker trading fees, and 0.5. So there is, of course, incentive for you to verify and KYC. That's important. Now, my, of course, Octobots are working incredibly well. As you can see right here, I'm just letting them do their thing, okay? I'm literally letting them do their thing. Let's have a look and see if I can set one up with you now. By the way, if you want to do this, go to octobot.cloud, register an account. You'll be, there's a whole video on my channel about this, on how to link it up with an API key. So obviously coming over to Earn Curve, you come in here, you'll have your API key here in the top right-hand side. You'll need to generate a new API key. Of course, you need to set up two-factor authentication. You'll be prompted on how to do that in terms of how to get your API key and your secret key. Once you've done all that, you come over and copy it all into, of course, Octobot. And you come over here to the top right-hand, the plus, and you select the exchange Earn Curve right here. You put a name in. Let's just call it Earn Curve Octobot. By the way, I just want to make this clear. Once you've done this, you don't need to do it again. So it's pretty cool. Then you get your API key, you paste it in here, and your API secret key, and you paste it in there. Then once it activates, it goes green, as you can see right here. Now, coming over to the bots themselves, I've got 3 of them running at the moment, but I'm going to set one up for you pretty much on the live stream so you guys can see what's going on here. There are new bots and baskets that will be added very soon. So you come over to Crypto Baskets. These are, basically long-term holds. You don't have to do anything. It's absolutely incredible. It rebalances everything for you. You can trade, of course, Bitcoin and Ethereum. I might do this one, or you can do top 5. Now, again, there is a minimum investment here, and the reason being is because it needs to allocate those assets, the USDT, by the way, to those cryptocurrencies, which, again, is pretty straightforward. Let's have a look here. I think I've got a metaverse one going. Let's do the GameFi one. That's 100. Let's just do this. I think I've got some available funds in there. Let's go to Big Crypto, okay? So you come over here, and you can see that it has performed 5.1% in the last week. Last month was 6.1%, which is pretty straightforward. So it's a long-term investment. So pretty much once you've got your USDT in your Earn Curve account, of course, if I come over to my wallet, you need to generate your USDT wallet. You go deposit. It's pretty straightforward. Coming over here, select the coin. You can do any coins. By the way, I've had a few people email me about their coins, again, being stuck. If that does happen, guys, come back to your wallet. Let's have a look here and go to history on the left-hand side. Now, again, you can get the, there is a refresh button right here for deposits. You come to deposits, and of course, you can go check deposit status, and it will prompt you for the transaction ID. That will come with email. Coins, you select a currency, whatever's pending. Say, for example, I had one of my incredible people say that XLM wasn't arriving. So if you go XLM, let me just type that in here so you guys can see. You go Stellar, you paste your wallet address, the memo. Every time you send XLM, you do need a memo, just making that clear. And of course, the network is Stellar, and the transaction ID, which you've been emailed. So then once you put that in there, it'll automatically hit your account. So sometimes it does get a little bit delayed, but that's fine. It'll hit your account. Anyway, once you've got your USDT in your Earn Curve account, now I just want to make this clear as well. It is primarily USDT for now, because the fiat to crypto is quite expensive to obviously get this up and running. So working on that, it will be done soon. Now coming down here, we've got ERC20. That's Ethereum, BEP20, TRC20 and Polygon. So you can send USDT on any of these networks. I personally like TRC20, okay? So it's pretty straightforward. You copy that address and you can paste it anywhere to withdraw. This is your receiving and depositing address on Earn Curve, by the way. Anyway, so I've got 60 USDT in my account. I just come over back to Octobot, and this is between Ethereum and Bitcoin. So I can start the investment. Let's just wait for this to load. Pretty incredible. Now, the beautiful thing about this, once you've signed up to Octobot, you can use real funds or virtual funds. It's up to you. I'm going to choose real funds. Let's just get this to run. Okay, and as you can see down the bottom, available APIs, Earn Curve, account test. Well, this is just my account anyway. So you go choose. checking account balance. Let's just wait for this to load. Now, with this, you don't need to put all your cryptocurrency and, of course, your USDT, because this is all within your own account, okay? Just linked with an API account, I guess the API link, I should say. You move that down to the minimum, which is 50 USDT, and of course, you go start Octobot. And I've done this for so long now. Let's have a look, creating your bot. Now, if I come back over to, let's just go summary right here. That would have activated. Let's just wait. There we go. So it's done the buy orders right there for me within my account. So, of course, that is a new crypto basket that's running on my EarnCurve account. And you just set and forget and leave it. There you go. And it's done. And, of course, it'll go through the process and you can monitor it. It's obviously adjusts automatically. Look at this. Exclusive patronage is started. It comes up with these weird names. It's all artificial intelligence. It's insane. I love it. Then you can go view my bot. Let's have a look here. And you can see right here, it's bought Bitcoin and Ethereum right there on the screen, as you can see. So that's all linked up with EarnCurve, guys. Go join up, register an account and KYC, all right? Now, moving on. We've got XRP stays muted amid the 3IQ Purpose and Evolve XRP ETF's debut, which, again, I quite like because it gives me more opportunity. Now, we have Canadian asset managers 3IQ Purpose and Evolve announced their launch of the XRP ETFs, which began trading on Wednesday. The XRP ETF launch marks an accelerated response from Canadian regulators as the US issuers await the SEC approval. It's taken a long time in the United States. Come on, Paul Atkins. Next, XRP stays, again, mummed down by just 0.5% over the past 24 hours following the announcement, which is, you know, I'm not really worried about that. But they've literally done the first in North America. Now, I've been seeing a lot of comments in regards to this because I guess the Brazilian spot ETF was the first in the world, which was amazing to see that, you know, not all that long ago, to be honest. So really, really cool to see that Canada's jumping ahead of the SEC. Moving on, we do have SEC reviewing Franklin Templeton XRP ETF as well. Key step forward for potential approval. And the US Securities Exchange Commission announced on June 17th that it has initiated proceedings to evaluate a purpose rule change for CBOE BZX Exchange regarding the listing and trading of exchange traded fund called Franklin XRP ETF. And this proposed change, originally filed on March 13, seeks approval under BZX Rule 14-1 for commodity-based trust shares. The SEC had previously extended the review timeline on April 29th. But has now opened formal proceedings under Section 19B(2)(b) of the Securities Exchange Act of 1934. That needs to be adjusted. That's very old. And the Commission is instituting proceedings pursuant to Section 19B(2)(b) of the Act 13 to determine whether the proposed rule change should be approved or disapproved. So let's see what happens. And the ETF managed by Franklin Holdings LLC aims to mirror the performance of XRP's price. Before expenses, Coinbase Custody Trust LLC would serve as the XRP custodian. Coinbase. And of course, while valuation will be determined daily using the CME, CFXRP dollar reference, New York variant, share transactions, whether the creation or redemption will be conducted in cash or in kind units of 50,000 shares, which is very interesting. So that's what's happening there. Now, again, this one's an interesting one, but here's how XRP price could reach, again, how high it could reach if it was basically to grow 3% per month until 2035, which is absolutely incredible. I would love that. If it was 3% a month, do that annualized, it'd be huge. Let's just scroll down here, all right? So starting from its $2.17 base, XRP would likely hit $3.09 by June 2026. Again, it's going to go a lot higher than that after these ETFs. This could mark the beginning of a long stretch of steady gains. A year later, in June 27, the price could jump to $4.40. Meanwhile, mid-2028, it could reach $6.28, nearly double its 2021 all-time high. 2029, it could approach the $9 mark, landing at around about $8.90. By June 2030, it could climb to $12.65. Notably, the next year, it might reach $17.97. And again, that's a big stretch, but I think it'll be well and truly higher than that. But this is saying, this article, by 2032, then grow to $36.26 a year later. Look, again, this is saying over the years it's compounding basically at 3% a month, which I think it's going to go a lot higher than $70. That's just my opinion, by the way, guys. But based on 14% of Swift's volume, it will potentially do that. Now, welcome Tobias as well. Let's have a look here. We have had it in Sweden for over a year. Well, you're lucky. That is incredible. USDC Treasury mints 250 million USDC on Solana. So Circle issues 250 million USDC potential market liquidity effects. Increased liquidity could drive decentralized finance growth. No significant reaction from influencers or regulators noted, which is interesting about that, but that's significant. Solana, there you go. So again, they must know that the Solana ETFs will be approved very, very soon, guys. They will potentially know that. Let's have a look here, move on. Can SUI hit $100? I don't know, but according to CoinCodex, by 2029, SUI could hit $12.05, a potential 323% gain from today's price. For 2030 forecasts show a range between $6 and $10, which is interesting. For SUI to reach $100, it would require nearly 30x to 35x growth from even the most bullish targets. Most realistic forecast for 2030 place SUI between $6 to $12. But again, this is predictions based on not having ETFs at the moment. This is what people need to realize, that ETFs are a major factor in liquidity growth. Now, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Rob Kiyosaki, you can go read the book and I highly suggest it. And by the way, his book is incredible, but mine's also better because it's got dividend. This is all about dividend investing. So if you haven't got Money Never Sleeps, go get a copy of this, all right? It'll change your life in terms of investing and earning income. I'm not kidding, all right? But he's basically saying that Bitcoin will hit $1 million per coin, which I think is going to happen because between BlackRock and Michael Saylor, Fidelity, ARK Invest, they're all going to be buying up what's left on the exchanges anyway. But let's have a look at this. At the same time, commenter investors have actually focused on the quantity of leading cryptocurrency that they continue to hold instead of the price itself. While price is important, the rich will still be those with the most Bitcoin. The quantity you own is more important for your future than the prices, he stressed. 100%. It's true. Now, as reported, Rob Kiyosaki previously predicted that even 0.01 Bitcoin could potentially make investors rich in the future. The famed financial analyst previously forecast that the leading cryptocurrency could reach 250,000 as soon as this year, which there's a lot going on at the moment. So what do you think about that? Let me know in the live chat, of course, what you think it's going to go to. We'll have a look here. Christopher, can I buy Flare on EarnCurve? No, you can't buy EarnCurve on Flare on EarnCurve. If you come down to the cryptocurrencies and trade, let's have a look down here. It's not available as far as I'm aware. No, it's not. So FLR. No, unfortunately, it will be added very soon, though. I mean, it costs. The thing is about adding cryptocurrencies to your own spot crypto exchange, there's a fee involved. There's enormous liquidity required. So there is a significant amount of cryptocurrencies, as you can see. So you can trade all of these, but not at the moment, as well as XDC. I really want to implement XDC and Flare onto EarnCurve, but everything else is there. So go and have a look. Now, President Donald Trump endorses Genius Act and urges swift House approval for landmark stablecoin regulation. This is incredible news. But President Donald Trump has thrown his weight behind the Genius Act, a pioneering Senate bill crafted to regulate stablecoins, hailing it a masterstroke. Trump took to Truth Social to champion the legislation, urging the House of Representatives to swiftly greenlight the bill without taking extraneous provisions. He envisions the act propelling the United States to the forefront of digital asset innovation, unlocking a torrent of investment and, of course, ingenuity, which is insane. The Genius Act, which sailed through the Senate with a decisive 68-30 vote, marks the nation's first foray into regulating stablecoins, digital tokens pegged to the US dollar. The legislation mandates stringent safeguards, including full one-to-one reserve backing, which is what Ripple's really doing when you think about that. Tether's, I don't even know. I haven't even checked what Tether's doing at the moment. Robust licensing requirements and rigorous anti-money laundering protocols. That is the reason why I'm telling you to KYC on EarnCurve, guys. By curbing reckless reserve management, the Act seeks to shield consumers and bolster market stability, which is incredible. Yet the bill's journey is not without its hurdles. While House Republicans largely endorse stablecoin regulation, some advocate bundling the Genius Act with a broader cryptocurrency framework that would delineate regulatory roles across agencies. President Trump, however, sounded the cautionary note, warning that such a merger risks stalling the bill's momentum and dimming America's competitive edge, which is the truth. A lot of countries are moving forward. Australia is just way behind with crypto regulation. It is. It's a fact. I know. Senator Bill Hagerty right here, the bill's architect, echoes Trump's call for haste, expressing hope that the law will be signed before the 4th of July, which is incredible. He has cautioned against amendments or mergers that could jeopardize the Senate resistance. And of course, where 60 vote threshold looms large, despite its bipartisan support, the Genius Act has sparked debate. And I don't know what's wrong with Senator Elizabeth Warren right now. He has raised eyebrows, suggesting the bill could inadvertently favor Trump's kin, who are linked to the stablecoin ventures of USD1. Meanwhile, Senator Mark Warner, while acknowledging the urgency of keeping pace in global digital asset race, has voiced reservations about the legislation's scope. What is with Elizabeth Warren? For real. Like, I mean, come on. This is like Gary Gensler stuff. I mean, this is nothing compared to what we've been witnessing over the last 4 years. It's wild. We do have Bitcoin ETFs hitting an eight-day inflow streak despite Middle East tensions, which is, tragic to see what's going on over there. But despite it, Bitcoin ETFs have recorded their eighth straight day of inflows as early market panic from, of course, the conflict appears to be, again, cooling off. And again, despite the initial panic, Bitcoin has remained at the $104,000 to $105,000 mark, which it's like its new level now. That's what I'm seeing. Now, some other breaking news for us Aussies that are watching at the moment. We have AUDD launches on Hedera, becoming the network's first commercial implementation of the Hedera Stablecoin Studio. This is coming out today. We've got 19th of June. AUDC Proprietary Limited is the issuer of the Australian digital dollar. Today announced the official launch of the Australian digital dollar on the Hedera network. This deployment achieved the collaboration with the Hedera Foundation, marks the first time an Australian dollar stablecoin has been natively issued on Hedera using Hedera Token Service, or HTS, and represents the first commercial implementation of Hedera Stablecoin Studio. Can you believe this? This is AUDD on Hedera marks a major step forward for digital money in the Asia Pacific region and beyond. And we're proud to be the first commercial implementation of the Hedera Stablecoin Studio, bringing real-time, low-cost and environmentally conscious payments to enterprises, institutions and smart contracts ecosystems, which is amazing. So there you go. So we've got a stable coin in Australia on Hedera. Very, very nice to see that. Coming over to X, ladies and gents, there is all kinds of stuff going on here today that, to be honest, yes, all of these XRP ETFs, we're still waiting for the approvals. We've got Anthony Pompilano, sorry, forgive me if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, but let's have a look into this.
Many of them are focused on the asset themselves, and there's some version of, I'm going to take a stock, a treasury, or whatever, put a wrapper around it, and then I can just go put it onto these blockchains. But to me, it feels like Ondo is much more focused on the infrastructure itself. They want to kind of rebuild the pipes of which then these assets will sit on. And it's kind of like a vertically integrated type solution. How have you thought about, do you have to rehaul all of the traditional financial system in order for this to work? Or do you think that there is some kind of middle ground where maybe there's some evolution of existing technologies plus these tokenized assets?
So I think what you see with Ondo is they take a current regulatory approach, right, currently available rules of the road, and they're taking a crypto native infrastructure, building out the crypto native infrastructure, and merging those two. But without being crypto native, it's very hard. All you're doing is really adding a new expense to what is like Washington is doing but New York is doing pretty well, right? Wall Street's doing pretty well. So you got to go soup to nuts with crypto plumbing and pipes in order to build this infrastructure out, in order to get a real cost advantage and to actually have a global markets on this platform. So that's what makes it exciting. That the actual plumbing and the pipes. It's a lot of the boring stuff of finance, but really important to the user experience and the cost structure around it. And getting that right is what the Ondo crew is doing.
Pretty good stuff with Ondo, I must be honest. Have a listen to this. Thank you, Vivek, for this one. But $110 billion Van Eck just said Bitcoin is going to at least $180,000 this year. Have a listen to this.
Enough so that second half of this year could be very positive, as long as the inflation continues to come in light as it did this week when we just got PPI this morning, deceleration lower than expectations. Once and if the Fed commits to that rate cutting cycle, my expectations would be Bitcoin would react very favorably to that. The previous smallest cycle ever for Bitcoin was 20x from the trough to the peak. So a 10x would put us around 180K. And that seems feasible to me, right? The volatility has fallen. It hasn't fallen by 50%. So it doesn't seem crazy to haircut the rally by 50% and say 10x to 180. That's the blow off top, and then reevaluate for next year whether, inflation's reaccelerated by then. Maybe something in the macro has changed. But that's kind of my base case.
That's pretty bullish, guys. 180K. I think that's well and truly doable. Moving on, we've got Canadian Stock Exchange listed Sol Strategies, which files with the SEC to trade on NASDAQ under the ticker STKE. The company has been accumulating Solana as a treasury asset and running Solana validators, which is very nice to see that right here. Sol Strategies. A lot of institutions getting pretty bullish on Solana. Just making that clear. And of course, you can trade that on EarnCurve. Moving on, M2 Money Supply. This is like clockwork. It really is. As you can see on the chart right here where I'm moving my mouse, as you can see that. Again, we're definitely on target to go well and truly up to that 180K, as the Van Eck CEO just said on the screen. We do have Fidelity buying 1,005 Bitcoin. Thank you, BTC Wealth. Eleanor Tarrant right here. She's amazing. I'm hearing Trump's message has sparked a flurry of calls from industry stakeholders to the Hill with questions about what his directive could mean for the passage of market structure legislation, of course, which the House is considering moving alongside stablecoin legislation in a bid to get both across the finish line. Of course, President Trump's own August deadline. And so it begins was one House member's reaction. So that's interesting. We do have BlackRock buying more Bitcoin. They currently hold 683,000 Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. They have literally purchased 2,681 today, which is amazing to see that. I'm going to play this interview with President Trump because it's absolutely hilarious, but you need to watch this because I wish we had someone here with the RBA in Australia, the Reserve Bank in Australia. Have a listen to this about Jerome Powell, the Fed.
We have a stupid person, frankly, at the Fed. He probably won't cut today. Europe had 10 cuts, and we had none. We're going to lose because of this. Too late. I call him Too Late Powell because he's always too late. I mean, if you look at him, every time I did this, I was right 100%. He was wrong. Maybe I should go to the Fed. Am I allowed to appoint myself, Doug? I don't know. Am I allowed to appoint myself at the Fed? I do a much better job than these people. So anyway, we should be 2 points lower. It'd be nice to be 2.5 points lower. And by the way, if he's worried about inflation, that's okay. I understand that. I don't think there's going to be any. So far, there hasn't. But now we have a man that just refuses to lower the Fed rate. Just refuses to do it. And he's not a smart person. I don't even think he's that political. I think he hates me, but that's okay. You know, he should. So we have a
again, I think that's, I wish our Reserve Bank in Australia had someone like this put in that kind of pressure. I really do, because it's mind-blowing that the Australian Reserve Bank hasn't dropped these interest rates further, but because of sticky inflation, it's very frustrating. Bill Morgan says the SEC, and thank you, Jack the Rippler, for this one. If the SEC and Ripple obtain indicative ruling, the matter should be concluded within the next several weeks. Case will end any time. Bring it on. Can't wait for that. Treasury, US Treasury Scott Bessent right here says that crypto is not a threat to the dollar. In fact, stable coins can reinforce the dollar's supremacy. They have been ignored by national governments for too long. I agree. We do have, again, I think that's $1 billion right there, USDT minted on Ethereum, which is a lot. And again, the Federal Reserve decided not to cut or hike the interest rates. They've just left them as is. And that is pretty much it, apart from Thailand having tax exemptions on crypto, which is nice. But let's get to your questions. If you have any, guys, let me know in the live chat. I'm trying to get this thing to work properly, but it's being an absolute nightmare for me. Let's have a look here, ladies and gents. How much XRP, mate? Again, it's completely up to you, but in terms of how much you should be holding, I can't disclose how much, but, you know, dollar cost average is the best way that I like to do anyway. So dollar cost averaging into XRP, that is my favorite cryptocurrency, and of course, it's well and truly undervalued. And that is pretty much it, guys. XRP, and of course, Solana's doing incredibly well. If we have just a quick look at Solana, we have a look here, ladies and gentlemen. It's still $145 US today. It's been relatively flat, but again, once these ETFs get approved, it's going to go absolutely crazy. That's what's going to happen. And again, if you come back to when the Bitcoin ETFs were approved last year, and I mean last year, just come back here, guys. Let's have a look. So we had 2024. I mean, look at this. 22 was around about 16,000. Of course, we had 23. 30,000, you know, it's just incredible how much it's appreciated in value on this chart. As you can see right here, guys, look at this. 2024. All right, last year we had in January when the ETFs got approved for Bitcoin. Okay, this is what I'm talking about right here. Okay, Bitcoin jumped from a low of say 40,000 US. Look at it now at 108,000 US. So what do you think is going to happen when the ETFs get approved? It's going to be wild. There's so many of them. Let's have a look here. Anybody looking at Wallet Connect on WTC? I'm not sure what that is. Not sure what that is, guys. But anyway, I'm out of here. It's been a pretty busy day. Go register an account on EarnCurve, guys. Go set up your Octobots. This one's running for me as we speak. The grid trading bots will be coming very soon. There's a lot of testing going on, and it's incredibly positive, so that's really good to see. So go join up, sign up to EarnCurve, and of course, Octobot. Use the discount code for Octobot as well. And now let the bots trade for you 24/7 so you don't have to think about it, which is amazing. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Make sure you have a good night, a good afternoon, and a good morning. And if it's morning, stay bullish and have a double shot espresso for me, all right? I'm off. Got to go feed my dog Gucci, all right? Take care of yourselves. I will speak to everyone tomorrow, and I'll be watching the news intently tonight as well, because there is a lot going on in the world at the moment. And stay safe, everyone, please.